Hello, this is El Dingo here, and for the beginning of my review, I'm going to tell you the gist of what Guacamelee is basically about. Warning, there are spoilers of the first 10 minutes of the game ahead. This is your spoiler warning. Leave now if you don't want anything spoiled. With that said, I shall continue. Guacamelee is an indie platform brawler that both looks and sounds amazing, and is playable on any computer bought in the last 4 years, i.e. 2010 to 2014. A very intriguing game that features the main protagonist, Juan, who seeks to become a revered luchador. The premise of Guacamelee is this. You play as a strong agave farmer named Juan, who on the Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead for the non-Spanish speakers, he is asked by the local church clergyman, Fray if I said that right, to come to the church and help him prepare for the festival. Once there, you are introduced to El Presidente's daughter. They don't mention her name, so you just call her that, who is also Juan's childhood friend and love interest, who is astonished to see him after so long and asks him if he could come by her house to help her move some things, and then later go to the festival with her so they can reminisce and have a nice reunion together. However, once you head to the entrance of El Presidente's house to gain entrance, an explosion comes from his house and you head in its direction to save El Presidente's daughter from danger. The music in the game changes in what I can only describe as mariachi/techno. Don't worry though, it sounds awesome. As you rush to her aid, suddenly a cutscene happens in which you are introduced to the main antagonist of the game. Of the game, a floating skeleton man named Carlos Calaca, who has El Presidente's daughter bound and in his arms, along with two of his accomplices. Flameface, yes, that's his name. A man whose head is made up of nothing but flames. Basically, his head is a giant fireball, like Nicolas Cage in Ghost Rider, except it doesn't suck. Along with a female witch whose name has remained, Kobe, what the hell? Fucker. Has remained unanimous to you, who both offer to kill you for Carlos Calaca, so he doesn't have to waste his energy. To which he replies if Jaguar Javier, a third accomplice of his, were here, he would trust him to do it. But he is not, so Carlos Calaca summons a demon hand from the ground that one hit kills you. El Presidente's daughter cries at your demise, and Carlos Calaca and his minions leave the place of your demise. A transition then occurs to the dead Juan, who wakes up in the Dead World version of Pueblo, his hometown, and not knowing what to do, walks to the right to explore the new place he is now in. After going to the right for about 5 to 8 seconds, Juan comes to the luchador statue in the middle of the town that now has a glowing luchador's mask on it, where a spirit appears before him calling herself Tostada, the guardian of the mask. She says that it is interesting that the mask on the statue has revealed itself to him, and speculates that Calaca throwing the universe out of order has something to do with him, and that he has a role to play in the coming events that will happen. This is where the main premise of Guacamelee's story is revealed to you. Tostada tells Juan that if he puts on the statue's luchador mask, its power will bring him back to the world of the living, and asks him if he is ready while she teleports the mask within arm's reach of him. Juan doesn't respond and takes the mask and puts it on. Another cutscene happens as you see Juan transform from farm man to a buff luchador version of him, with awesome tats and mask to match, as he go from the dead world to the normal alive world, where a villager hiding behind a barrel tells you that Calaca has summoned skeletons that have imprisoned all the townspeople in the church, and that he fears they intend to burn it down, killing everyone in the process, and asks for your help to save the town while he keeps pretending to be a barrel, to which Juan just nods. After Juan has headed to the church, beaten up all the skeletons, and saved all the villagers, you are given the option to do side quests for the villagers you just saved, or head to the next town for clues on where Calaca is headed. Everything I've said up until now has just been the first 10 minutes of what Guacamelee is. You spend the rest of the game getting new power-ups, learning new moves, and practicing big combos with them, all in preparation for your eventual final showdown with Calaca. You'll meet a lot of people along the way, both good and bad, and kick butt and solve puzzles with your muscles. All to save El Presidente's daughter and stop Calaca from unleashing his evil plan on the world. Guacamelee's story is around 5 to 7 hours depending on how good you are at the game. 10 to 13 if you try all the side quests and look for the health and stamina power-ups hidden within all the levels. All in all, Guacamelee is an awesome game, with simple gameplay mechanics that allow you to both make many crazy combos in battle and solve puzzles with beautiful artwork and music that accentuate the place you're in and enhances your experience. I highly recommend this game because I haven't played a game this fun and amazing since Castle Crashers. This is the end of my review. See you, peeps.